what you're going to get with him. He's not going to upset the apple cart like a Van Gaal, like a Jose Mourinho. But the problem is now, is as Jan mentioned, the fans are starting to turn. They've realised now that maybe a change is necessary. As much as money he has in the bank with regards to the greatness and 99 and all of that, it's starting to prove that he's out of his depth.
I think that's fair. I still side with Jan, though. I think the feeling, what I'm reading in the British press, is he's not really under too much pressure.
John, if you were in charge, would you get rid of him?
I would, because I think Antonio Conte should be the next manager. I think where you've got to look at it, is Ole going to take Man U to a title this season? Well, I think that's highly unlikely. If someone like Antonio Conte comes in, I think he more or less guarantees Man United fans a title within a couple of years. That's what he does. That's his remit.
Yeah, but Don, they won't take Conte because they will. The American owners and the management of Manchester United, they will look at their project and then they will see who is the best one to kind of manage that project. And that's why they see perfect Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So yeah, I know. And then they won't go the whole way around because Conte, that is a new Van Gaal, that is a new Mourinho.
So
I agree with what you're saying, but Dan asked me what I think should happen. I'm with you. I look at Man United and I see the owners and I see the hierarchy. I don't think he's in any danger. But I think if Man United really want to put down a marker and win the Premier League, I think they stand more chance of winning it with Antonio Conte than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Here's the thing. I agree. I think Manchester United's board want to back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They don't want to be forced into making a decision. He ticks so many boxes for them. The good side, the positive spin on this is that United are just 3 points behind City. Make what you like of that. The other side to that very same coin is United sit in fifth. There are 3 clubs, Everton, West Ham, Spurs, within 3 points and a game in hand on Manchester United. So barring goal difference, we could be talking about Manchester United or being even sitting somewhere around 8th or 9th. Now, is that the question that Manchester United's board wants answered? Is that what will force them to pull the trigger? Because as of right now, while they keep seeing things through rose-tinted glasses, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is safe. To your point about Harry Maguire and about the manager, if Harry Maguire is injured, then you take him off. You don't play him for 90 minutes and then offer him up as a post-game excuse as to why you were that bad. This, for me, just continues to show the failings of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which the board seemingly are happy to go with.
Now, this game is a typical of Man United because we were talking about it earlier. They haven't dominated games, but they could go second in the league because they just have special players to win matches. Leicester have been the better team. They've had more chances. But it wouldn't surprise me if Ronaldo, somebody pops up like Greenwood and does something special.
A bit of individual brilliance once again.
That's what they've done all season.
Yeah, Owen, and that's a source of frustration for United fans, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the biggest worry is the fact their season looked exactly like this game. Some really good moments attacking-wise, but they don't have control of the game. You know, they concede too many counter-attacks. Leicester could have scored a couple more. Could have scored just before the end of the half. So Ole's going to have to find that balance. He's not playing the 2 defensive midfield players. But look, it's a work in progress. It's going to take some time.
Yeah. Back, we've just seen Manchester United's 29-game unbeaten away run come to an end. They've lost 4-2 away to Leicester City. It was 1-1, of course, at half-time before Leicester took the lead in the second half through Cagliari Soyuncu. First win in 5 for Leicester. We saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in shot there. It's 1 point from the last 3 Premier League games. How bad a result is that?
It's a terrible result because I think on paper we looked at their team and thought, you know, that's a team there to go and compete to win the league. And on paper it is. But they're not playing like a team. You know, if you look at City, you look at Liverpool, you look at Chelsea, you know who's going to play, you know how they're going to play. You know, United they've got an unbelievable group of players, but the games are too open. Every game is like a basketball game like that. And we said it before and we saw it again, and that's exactly what happened.
It's more how you play out of possession. Look at Liverpool out of possession, everyone's working. We spoke about Bernardo Silva, who's an attacking player. How hard does he work? They've got 4 fantastic players going forward, but when they haven't got the ball, you don't get anything from them defensively, and you have to in this league.
But the longer this run continues, does it shed more light on the fact that they maybe got their priority wrong in the transfer market?
I don't think the run will continue because what they'll do, they're so good individually that they'll win matches, but they won't play well and dominate games. They'll win matches because of the individual brilliance of the players, but that's not a recipe for long-term success. If you want to compete consistently with Liverpool and Man City and Chelsea.
And considering their current form, how will Solskjaer feel going into those fixtures?
I mean, those are incredibly difficult fixtures. I mean, Atalanta, they're a really good team. Play attacking football, score goals for fun. Liverpool, you know, playing like they did today. Good luck with that. Then you got Tottenham. Then you got Man City. You got Atalanta again. I mean, that is, look, he needs to settle.
Going back to United's defeat at Leicester, what happened today, and what does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer need to do to get them out of this slumber right now?
What happened is they played like this all season. You know, virtually every game I've seen, they've had some brilliant moments, but they've been saved by individual brilliance. But they never had control of games. Every team, whether it's Villa, whether it was Villarreal, whether it's even Newcastle had opportunities, Everton, you know, every game they conceded poor counterattacks. And today they got punished by players that are brilliant on the counterattack. Tielemans was great, Vardy was great. Maddison played terrific as well. So, and when they're that open, as John made a good point, the front four don't really track back and do much defensively. There's too much space for quality players, and they got punished. That result was coming.
How you control a game is not just in possession. Out of possession, you have to win the ball back either early, or if you're not going to win the ball back, everybody has to work. And you see, all Manchester City have got one holding midfield player, and the rest of them are all attacking players. But when they lose the ball, they get back into defensive positions. Whereas Man United have probably got an equal front four, if you like, and 5 add Pogba to that.
Yeah.
But when they lose the ball, they allow you to get straight into them. So until they reassess whether they're what kind of a team they want to be, then I think this will continue. And in saying that, they're 4 points off first.
Yeah. In context, of course, it's far from a disaster. We do hear from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You will hear from him between now and the end of today's Matchday Live.
Well, disappointingly, Manchester United's record-breaking run away from home comes to an end. It stops at 29 games after defeat to Leicester City. Marcus Rashford, though, scoring for United. That's his 6th goal against Leicester. He scored more goals against them than any other Premier League club. And he's also scored more goals under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer than any other Manchester United player since the Norwegian's appointment as manager here at Old Trafford. Patson Daka with the 4th for Leicester, the first Zambian to score in Premier League history, and also that's his first Leicester City goal. Let's talk about the Jamie Vardy goal, though, that Manchester United conceded, Wes. Obviously, Rashi had just got us back into the game 2-2. Great one-on-one goal and finish. But Vardy with a very, very cute finish, really, with the outside of his boot into the top corner. And it came really because Wan-Bissaka was over here, on this touchline and came across and made the challenge. Do you think really that Aaron needed to just commit in there, or was he all right just maybe sitting off a little bit and just waiting for the play to develop?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the fact that he was committed, but once he gets there, I think he's just got to stop, or, you know, if he thinks he's not 100% going to get there, then don't do it. Just hold your position, hold where you are, and because normally, you know, when we were playing, that would be a foul, the ref would blow and he wouldn't continue, but the ref obviously has played advantage. I think it was Tielemans is got inside. Now, once a player is as quality as that, you can't really do much. You just got to hold him up. Yeah. And Vardy, to be fair, he just sort of stops his run. While everyone's going back, it was a great run, and he's just, you know, outside of the foot, clipped it, and it's bounced up. And to be fair, it's a great finish. He did mean that. But it's just so frustrating, the fact that we scored 20 seconds before, and we've put ourselves in that position to let it happen.
Yeah, as you